Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Tap in. Me and Shawnee had a conversation. We were like, who is that on the song? And I had to be honest with you. I was like, I have no effing idea. For some reason, I thought it was Megan Thee Stallion was on there. Said remix. Ashley, good morning, people. Right back at you, girl. You are the first watcher on the Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legend Morning Show. Congratulations. Do you win anything? No, not yet. But maybe it was, Kathy Black and Miles. She came in second, but there's never a second here. That's just support. Thank you for the support, Kathy Black and Miles. All right. So good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday. What is it? The 10th day of 2023. Today's the 11th. Wait a second.
Yeah, today's
I got a court date. Okay, I got a court date. All right, yep. I thought I had that confused with a comedy date. No, that was a court date. All right, so the 11th, it goes down the 11th day of 2023. Nikki, white, chocolate. What's going on there, girl? Well, we got kind of a busy show. And we'll start off as we normally do. Jay Black will join the show in a few minutes. So Shawnee Scott. How was your night? How was your day? How was yesterday for you? How did everything go?
Yesterday was a long day. We taped the show for
on
Saturday.
The CW33 that happens at 12:30, from 12 to 12:30, right?
Yeah, we taped yesterday.
Every Saturday.
What'd you say?
I said every Saturday.
Yeah. Every Saturday. And then my daughter had a meltdown.
Oh, geez.
And I got frustrated in the
geez.
meltdown.
Oh, man.
So, because kids are talking about her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know how to handle that.
Yeah, I didn't know how to handle it either when I was around that age. Go ahead.
But why? I guess that's the part I don't understand, because I was telling her, I said, well, I went through the same thing, but I just ignored her. I didn't care. But I have to remember, she's not me. She's, I didn't care. I didn't care until somebody stepped to me and called me the B word, and then I had to punch somebody in the face. And once I did that, then everybody left me alone.
I mean, I can't argue how you felt. Sometimes I think we're detached from how many years ago that was, and we forgot what it really felt like. And
I'm not saying that it don't hurt. I'm not saying that, but it was just like the way she taking it. It's just like, okay, you letting these people get in your head like that?
I mean,
you got to rethink this. What they doing?
It's a tough situation because those people are people that you're with all the damn time. And when it's constant, like it could become overwhelming when it's constant. And remember, there was never a time in our lives that we ever had communication with our classmates 24 hours a day, every single day. Like there is no break time. There's always a way for you to find out that somebody else said something about you, that somebody else said this, that somebody else said that. And as much pressure as there's always been on being a certain way in school, there's always been pressure like that, unnecessary pressure. I think the pressure now is like 100% bigger because your look and everything is now presented on everything. Like what you look like, who people say you are, like the comments and the opinions that people have are spread throughout. They just don't say it to each other. They say it to everybody else, and then it goes through whatever DMs or whatever social media. I mean, look, one of my daughters is going through the same thing. Monty had to go through the same thing. It's an intense situation. It's intense. I still not cool with, as much as I talk shit, I'm still not cool with people having my name in their mouth. But it's different because, you know, I don't have to spend, 6 hours, 7 hours with these people every single day.
No, yeah. 8. Well, they spend about 8-9 hours at school, but I'm just like, girl.
It's the society we're living in. Like, no, I'm telling you, everybody is, and it hasn't changed. Insecure kids point out, and I'm not saying this because she's your daughter. I'm saying it's just in real time, in real life.
Yeah.
When you see a pretty girl, everybody can get mad if they want, in our culture, it's damn near the worst thing you could be is pretty, athletic, and smart in this effed up culture that we have. Because you will become the target of insecurity from within our own.
Mm-hmm.
You can be smart, intelligent, and athletic, and you want to be pretty too. B, who do you think you are that you're going to be pretty too? Because
Right.
pretty rules everything. Like, let's be clear. Once these little heifers see is cute, they can't take it. Unless you're the type to slice your face up. Then everybody see, but you want everything like we. It's irritating. It's irritating that they're coming from households who I believe are sitting on phones and cell phones, repeating the same thing about other adults. So kids see this and then go back, and then that's how they handle everybody in the world. And then you got to suffer through. Monty went through the same thing I went through in high school. She couldn't wait to get out of high school. It was one of the greatest moments of my life is to graduate high school. And your child isn't even in high school yet.
Yeah, she wants to get out of this school. Like, she want to go to another school. She won't move. I'm like, if I put you in another school, it's the same thing. Now that baby girl, the baby girl on the other hand, they mess with her, but she from a different cloth. she get them off her real quick, so they don't bother her.
But when you say it don't bother her, it bothers.
No, I didn't say
it bothers everybody.
I said they don't bother her. No, it bothers her. Like, she'll still come and express, well, they said this about me, and I told them this, and you know, she processes it better. But no, I mean, it's definitely hurtful. It's hurtful for me. You know, people still talk about me. People say stuff about me, and that's what I had to tell her. I said, but I mean, I can't control. As long as they ain't putting their hands on me, then I'm good. But you can't control what somebody gonna say.
It's just a weird dynamic, and I ain't got no answers for it. But I know I don't underestimate how tough this got to be to have to deal with that shit every single day, and it's worse because at that age everybody's got a level. I don't care what age, but especially at that age, your level of insecurity, you haven't even learned how to deal with understanding that the minute you feel insecure is when you have to portray that you are the securest in you. But that's something that you have to grow up. Like I tell my kids, when you have no confidence is when you have to make people believe you have all the confidence in the world. Until you're around the people that you trust to share. That right now I don't have any confidence in what's going on. But it sucks because the option is, all right, you start getting into fights. Like it's cool. Like I've heard the story, like, and I'm not saying your story is absolutely true. The one fight ended everything. The one fight didn't end everything for me. I just set off the course of events where now it was just like, all right, well, you know, especially because it's not like she wanted them oversized girls. Like literally, Monty is the same. Like her and Carly are kind of like the same size. So there's no intimidation factor. And let me keep it real. When you ugly and big, all of a sudden you got a lot easier. Other than people calling you ugly.
What? What in the world?
when you walking around in school and you ain't attractive and you got that evil look, and it ain't even an evil look for some reason, but don't be pretty got hair low. It's a weird culture that we live in, yo. Don't be the cute chick. Don't be that person because you got to catch the hell simply because you wake up like this. It ain't something that you put together. It ain't something that you threw on a whole bunch of stuff and you literally, in Carly's case, you leave track practice after sweating like this. I can't help it, bitches. Like, I can't help it. But it's irritating because you really want to jump in your kid's body and just beat somebody down in the hallway. And you really want to beat them down to if you beat somebody down, but when can you really beat somebody down? But if you stomp somebody out, then the word will get around school. But that is so much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That is so much pressure for anybody to get in that situation. But go ahead. What did anything else? Did y'all did popcorn? Y'all anything else?
Yeah, we did popcorn, and then I was done after that. I was tired. I couldn't take them. I had to go sit down. Nikki, I'm 5'1.5", 5'2", but I don't know. I don't know. She just ain't got that part of me in her. I don't know. But like I said, the baby girl, like they come out of her, she don't give a damn. She don't care. But she don't care. What I mean by not that she don't care that they're saying it, her reaction. Like if you come at her with that, then you better be prepared for what she's about to do. And that's what I mean. She don't care. She'll go out. And with Carly, what concerns me is there's this buildup. And so one day somebody gonna do the run, somebody gonna catch her on the right day, and she's gonna go off. And that's what I told her. I said, so you gotta kind of get that under control, because you don't want to go off to the point to where you don't know what you're doing.
But and then you made, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, you had a conversation with the basketball coach, and I thought that was smart, because you gotta listen. There's the one thing, you gotta use your leverage in this life. So you're a talented athlete, and you have to use that leverage. That's why I think high school, even though it will be difficult for a multitude of reasons, might be easier because she's an athlete and you can get in the athlete clique. And then in high school, you can use that as protection because you become a favorite. Just like Megan knew that being with the white people, hanging with the white people brought advantages. Well, guess what? You got to pick being an athlete and use that as your advantage, and use that as the coaches, knowing that the coaches got your back, and you got to be in tune with that. And you got to use your leverage. And that's your leverage when you're in high school. Your leverage is y'all need me for these medals. Y'all need me for these track meets. Y'all need me for these basketball games. Well, guess what? If you don't want me to get suspended and get into these fights, then you got to use that, which is so crazy that in high school, you got to manipulate the system already. That's why I feel bad for these kids. Like, you literally got to manipulate the system to avoid this type of bullying. And God forbid, like, you can't even take, like, as a parent, you can't even go to the person's house and be like, all right, y'all gonna fight right now, because now you've premeditated an actual assault. So it just gotta be a random thing that happens in school where you be like, look, when this happens, I was mad that Monty punched that girl in the face in front of the cop. A little bit. I was kind of happy that she punched the girl, even though we almost died that day. But if I would have taken her to the little girl's house, then we would have all been in. And even with that situation where Monty actually fought back, we literally had to go to high school court. We had to go to court in front of an actual panel of people to stop her from getting suspended, even though we had documented this stuff, this bullying and what was going on and everything like that. So then when she finally punches the girl in the face, she's the one in front of, she also had to join and be in front of a board. We had to prove, we had to get references. We had to get other teachers to speak up for her. That's the crazy thing. That's why these kids got it tough, yo. These kids really do have it tough. I understand they're not the best of both worlds. They got their best, but they got it effing tough up and going to, and this is middle school. This is junior high that she's in right now.
Yeah, she's junior high.
God damn, she in junior high. She need a drink. Jesus. What are you talking about?
She had a breakdown. She just had this bad breakdown, and I've never seen her like that. And I was just like, well, what, did something else happen that you're not telling me?
Yeah, that's always a scary part too.
She just tired of them talking about her. She's like, I don't do nothing to nobody, so why they be talking about me? And so I'm like, girl, they gonna talk about it. We can't stop that.
And you don't want to give them the wrong advice, because she got a mouth on her. Like, I've heard her in the background. She got a mouth on her.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, you don't talk to them kids at school like you talk to your sister at home. But she's a different person at school. Like, at school, she doesn't talk. She just, she's different. She's a completely different person at school.
It sucks. So, well, all I can do, I wish you the best, and shit. Just don't go beating up no 13, 14-year-old because we need you on the show to run the show and everything like that.
Listen, them girls are big as me. I was there to grow up because we had to go, do something. So I had to get her out of school early. And the little girl came out. Big girl, big as me. She did. I think she's on the cross country team with her or something. She's like, "Hi, Miss Carly's mom. I saw you on TV."
Yeah, and I mean that's a blessing being on TV, but that's another thing these little heifers want to start bringing up. And maybe her and Tam need to jump one of these chicks. All right, that's a bad idea. My bad. Sorry, my bad. I mean, but
yeah, her sister might have to go handle it for her.
It might have to be a jumping situation. Yeah, it might. I don't know. This sucks. Anyway, good morning, Mo. How was your night?
Morning.
What type of horror movie laugh was that? What is it?
That was some Dahmer stuff right there.
I was tired, boss.
Oh, you tired? I thought you was about to lead into a story. Well, let me tell you about my little man going.
No, I worked last night. I worked into the wee hours of the morning, and so I was tired, boss.
Okay, all right. Well, that was Mo's night. She allegedly was working all night. Got that laptop.
The favors didn't come through, so I was looking for something that like a do it yourself that I could do this morning. I promised my son a pizza party for his school because they always miss his birthday every year. So
okay, that's right. Got it.
So today is the pizza party day.
Right.
And the favors that didn't come in. So I'm gonna have to go to like Dollar Tree or something. And
I thought you meant favors like somebody was supposed to give you. You talking about the favors? I thought you were talking about the favors.
Like, hey.
I didn't even mean that. I see that's Jay. That's Jay. I meant favors as if somebody was supposed to hook up the pizza and it was supposed to be a special birthday cake. And I didn't think that.
Nobody's jumping out the cake, Mike.
No, I meant the actual. See now, see, guilty by association. Just because my square is next to J Black. I meant favors as in somebody was supposed to there was supposed to be an arrangement where I don't know some special pizza was coming, or birthday cake, and some special candle was going to be on it. Don't put me in with J Black's now. J Black was turning. Jesus, oh my God. J Black rocking a hoodie that says lifestyle brand, woke up inspired since 2020. They already got the original year that they started woken inspired.
Yeah, that's what she did. Since 2021. I ain't realized it's 2023 now. Yeah, she put some time in.
She put some time. A lot of time in. She's up during the time I'm up. I see her all the time up.
And imagine the pressure that Jay be putting on. Man, listen. Anyway, Jay, how was your night? How was everything with you?
Night was good. I had a revelation yesterday. Well, a couple of things. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Let me see if you know the answers. Each of you, all three. You ready? When is Martin Luther King's birthday? Give me the date right now. What's the date?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but it's not the date.
That's embarrassing, right? I felt horrible yesterday and I had to Google it. I'm like, wait, is it the 19th? Is it that we celebrate? Because I felt horrible. Lady Q said I shouldn't, but I felt like I should know that man's birthday just like that. Why don't I know it? I felt bad. Should I feel bad? Y'all
because
don't know
the federal holiday doesn't match up with his actual original birthday.
So is that an excuse for Black people not to know Martin Luther King's birthday?
The day of service never matches up with his birthday, his actual birthday.
I don't know when Jesus was really born. We just go by. I'm not trying to put up Jesus against Martin Luther King, but I don't even know when Jesus was actually born. I just know they told us to celebrate it the 25th. So I was like, cool. That's what y'all want to do? That's all right. I don't.
Is that Easter or Christmas?
Christmas.
So what's the Easter date?
That's when he died. That's when
there's
Okay, let's not go there. I guess.
Okay.
Well, he was crucified. Then it was the resurrection. Then he came back to life, and they went to the cave, and he wasn't there, and they were like, "Oh, damn, he rose again."
But I felt like I lost my black card a little bit yesterday when I had to Google. I was really confused. I was like, the 19th, the 16th, like you said, Mo. It's not. It's the 15th. And like that's something we should all.
His actual birthday is, but January 16th is the day of observation. That's why I said a lot of people get it confused.
When you every year it changed. But either way,
right. So it could be the 17th. What's this
The
year?
19th, yeah, it's the 16th this year.
16th
It's,
this year.
yeah, it's
right?
this Monday. This Monday, because I was figuring out our holidays that we need off from work, and I was like, okay, so the 16th we can't do the show because it's Martin Luther King
But
Jr.'s
his
birthday.
physical birthday is the 15th.
In honor of him, we need to be off Monday. But yeah, so had that revelation yesterday, and I felt bad. I did.
You should feel bad if you go anywhere on Martin Luther King weekend. If you go anywhere just so you can cop the sales, then you should feel bad.
No, because it was in front of
car during Martin Luther King because they got deals on cars. When you realize Martin Luther King organized a bus boycott, yeah, you probably.
It was in front of
bar.
Other races. It was in front of other. It was Caucasians that I was the only black person in that room at that time, and I didn't know. And I felt on the spot. It felt weird.
Ask him when Abraham Lincoln was born, bitch. Like, what do you want?
Oh, wow. Anyway,
we're charged to know our leaders and our past leaders' birthdays.
Martin is different though.
I'm not saying he's not different, but there's a lot of things going on. Jay, forever looking for a day off. Yo, trust Jay, man. Listen, at my job that I work, somebody said this was so funny, but it was so disrespectful, but it wasn't meant to be disrespectful. Somebody asked, a black employee asked, do we have off on Martin Luther King Day? And she said, of course we don't. She said it just like that.
Of course we don't.
No, he said, "Are we working?" She said, "Of course we are." I was giggling.
But not Juneteenth though. That's recognized, right? Y'all should be closed.
Yeah,
in.
but
they never go close for
Juneteenth. Federal holiday. Is it a federal holiday that you get off? Because there's federal holidays, and then there's days that you get off. So is that recognized as such?
Well, I'm telling you, my job, which was essential during COVID, they opened Martin Luther King Day. Everybody ain't shut down. Them packages going out. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be there, but their packages will be going out. So that was it. That's what you just had a revelation.
And man, I watched the entire Globes yesterday. The entire show.
Yeah, why was you watching that? I normally watch that. You don't watch that.
As soon as the opening monologue happened, and it was Gerard Carmichael. He's an up and coming comedian. He's been around for a while. I watched him.
Up and coming. He's hosting the Golden Globes. He's far from.
But a lot of people don't know who he is.
More than white people know. There's no such thing as people not knowing who you are when he hosts. You don't know who he is.
He hosted Saturday Night Live too this weekend.
Yes, and you talk about he's up and coming.
Yeah. But he even said it himself. I'm the most unknown celebrity to ever host Saturday Night Live. Like he makes jokes about that himself. But dude, when I say he went in on the establishment, he said, "Yeah, only reason I'm here is because I'm black." He said, "Yeah, because they couldn't air last year because all the racism, and I didn't want to take the call." But like he went when I say he made that room feel uncomfortable, and I was loving every minute of it. You got.
Why did he say what it really was? He was only on there because he's black and gay.
Well, he did say about being gay too. Yeah, he did say that part. He did say You didn't watch any of the Globes?
I watched the dude from Everybody Loves Chris won an award.
Shirley Ralph won an award. The creator from Philly. What is it? The short? God darn it! The main person that created the show. She won.
Abbott Elementary. Yeah, she won an award.
Yeah, they won for the best. Black people cleaned up. What's the other girl name playing Spider-Man? Skinny light skinned girl. Zendaya. Zendaya won. Like, it was a lot of black representation yesterday. It felt good to see, but I also felt like it was forced because Stephen Hill produced it, and it was like they got to make up for all the not ever nominating a black person last couple seasons or whatever, and first time ever had a black host in 80 years. So it felt forced, but at the same time, hey, they won. So I loved it.
Congratulations. I mean, I'm not. I normally watch it just because I want to see the comedian who's supposed to see how hard they're gonna go. Nigga White Chocolate Don, did I hear Jay Black correct when he said Monday's the holiday, so they can't do the show? Oh, you funny.
I did say that. I got it in. You gotta plant the seeds. You gotta start early, so as you get closer and closer, it's like, oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, as he knew, it said he had a whole show, a series, the Carmichael show. Yeah, he did, and he was also the main character in Jay-Z's video, the OJ song. I mean, he's known, but
the guy said that he said, yeah, they wanted me to talk about the hotel we in the Beverly Hilton, the hotel that killed Whitney. So yeah, that's where we at, y'all. Like that was the jokes he was saying. He went in on Kanye. He went in on Will Smith. He went in on Tom Cruise and whole Scientology. Like you gotta take some time. I'm sure you're gonna watch some clips.
I'll just YouTube the whole monologue.
Yeah, and throughout the show. Like it was throughout the show. He sprinkled it all in. He sprinkled all, and like he made it uncomfortable for them, and
Damn,
looking
I
at their
miss-
faces.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was approved
morning, Leslie.
comedic relief, so it they weren't too shocked. Maybe
Yeah,
the audience.
No,
I'm gonna tell you who wasn't approved. The guy from the UK. Why did I forget his name? He is
Trevor
a
Noah.
the white guy. When the white guy said this wasn't approved, when the white guy talked about Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein and said that's your friend, that's your friend, that shit wasn't approved. And he said this is the last time I'm hosting it. He said I'm not doing this no more. When he said Harvey Weinstein was your friend and you made this, you saw everybody go like this. Everybody's like, what? And they started showing camera. The camera angle started going. I don't know who's the producer, but they started showing people who I guess were actually friends with Harvey Weinstein, which they should have showed a picture of Oprah if she was there. Jay Black, if you want the show not to happen on Monday, are you going to pay them holiday pay? Well, you would. That's the assumption that Jay Black's paying anybody.
Yeah, you're assuming that, Jay.
Shoot, I still ain't get my deposit for the comedy show because Jay Black don't want 99 cents to come on.
I wait when you cash app Jay Black. I wait till those days clear. I will see you on the standard business day in 3 days. I am not doing the 99 cent, $1.75. I'm not doing all that. No, I'll wait. I'll be here in 3 days, and then we'll go from there. Actually, and it just cleared, so I got you. But yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. And in honor of Martin.
Me too, Jay. Exactly, Stacy. Exactly. I have yet to take that cash app money. As long as I've been getting cash apps, I have yet to do it immediately.
All you got to do is get the card.
It's the principle.
And you could say 99 cents is not the principle. It don't even count. Like 99 cents don't even count, though. 99 cents don't even count.
And I got the card, though. I'm not going to put it on.
Yeah, but if you got the card, if you got the cash app card, they don't deduct the money. They shouldn't deduct the money from you.
Oh, my daughter had me get the card. I got the card.
Yeah, that's why people get the card.
I don't even know how that works, to be honest. So you could just, well, either way, we'll talk later.
All right. Well, yesterday I talked about hoe activities and things I hate mo in 2023. I said if you have partaken in hoe activities, I do not want you actually judging other people and saying another person's a hoe. Well, we got a lot of hoe activities that are going on this show. There's a lot of stories with a lot of hoe activities, and I just want to start with this one's the old one. I just want to start with this video. Oh, I keep forgetting my night.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't even know y'all cared that much. How was my night? I'm finishing taking everything out the townhouse. That was fine. I hurt my foot again. The same foot I hurt.
So it's sold. This is officially sold. You got all
Thursday.
The work done?
Tomorrow is the closing, and they've been thorough.
All your Bob the Builder. You did all your Bob the Builder. You Bill Cosby. You fixed everything. You got your tool belt. You good now.
No, I can't. As disappointing as it is to leave the townhouse, because every time I go there, I get in a little funk. Every time I'm in there cleaning stuff out.
You got sage.
But I can't wait till this thing is off my back. I can't wait to hand over these keys and sign this damn paperwork and just be gone. Like I don't ever want to return back. And I still got shredding. I gotta take all these bills, all this stuff. Then I gotta separate the cardboard boxes, get them out the way, then bring a TV and then
shred the bills.
Yeah, shred them. And thank God I work at the UPS because now I know I can just take it there and they can shred them and they'll take care of it.
It might be against the policies. Don't get fired doing personal stuff.
I'll pay for it. It's like $2. Everybody, it's like $2-3.
Okay, all right.
Like just pay for it, y'all. Instead of sitting in front of I don't care how big your shredder is. It takes forever. Because let me tell you, mail is one of the most annoying things ever because the majority of your mail don't mean shit to you, except it's like 10% of your mail are bills, and most of your bills should be paperless.
Why are you shredding bills? Well, go ahead.
Because you're paranoid because you don't want nobody to have your information. You don't want nobody to. You don't want
nobody.
They
gonna have your PSCNG account number. Whoa.
No, but you got credit card numbers and you got numbers on how you paid and you got the last 4 numbers. Man, people getting their identity stolen every day. Action. Wow. Let me quickly take a photo. Everyone is here. Smile, everyone. Cheese. Yes, we are in the building. All 4
Y'all not smiling. He trying to screenshot. Shiny.
Hey, how are you?
All right, you got it. Here you go. All
the
right.
master of smiles. Mo smile when she hates you. Like I don't know how she does it. She will hate you. And hey, how are you? I don't know how she does that shit. My face tells everything. But so once I get that done, that'll be done Thursday. That'll be done, and I'll be all clear, and I don't have to return back to the scene of the crime. And literally, and that's it. That was all. I went to bed kind of early. I went to bed I wasn't Mo. I'm not working in the bed, even though I should have been going over jokes. I was in bed I was knocked out by 11 o'clock. That was all good. Hurt my foot. The foot that I hurt in the hospital was swollen, so that hurts. So that is the recap of everything. They ain't really nothing. They ain't really. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm at my job, right? And I'm in the back and I'm packing a box, right? And I hear a black woman. Yes, I profiled. I knew this heifer was black. And I heard her raising her voice. Now, when you walk into the UPS store, there's somebody in the front. So if you have a drop-off that has a label or you have any type of return, that person can handle your situations. But them older ladies be talking slick up there, right? They be talking slick. And I'm like, one day you're going to talk slick to the wrong person. So I'm Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky. Hey, we got a drop off. We got an Amazon. Hey, I think I can help you. I say it just like that. I think I can help you. And they'll be like, oh, good. I ain't got to stand in the line, though. I say, but I can't promise nothing. Let me see if I can help you. I do a whole little thing, and then I got it, whatever. These chicks be a little direct. They be a little direct. They be a little unfriendly. And I said, okay, it's finally going down. So I poke my head out, and it's a younger black woman, but it's a black couple, a man and a woman. They going at something. Okay, backstory is this. They were on the highway, and the black girl, the young black girl, the one that's still getting TikTok views and likes, cut them off on the highway. After she cut them off, I guess she was playing the brake game because they was on her ass and she was tapping the brake. Little did they know that they were both going to the same place. They had no idea they were both going to the same place. So they came to the same place. When they got in line, the TikTok likes and views chick cut them in line, and now the festivities begun, right?
Chick, you still want me cut people? Okay.
Now the festivities begin, and the woman, the grown woman, is talking to the young girl. But remember, the girl is TikTok savvy. She's not talking the way a mature woman's talking. So the mature woman is using her hands, explaining how disrespectful she's being, because she's raising her voice. Now the older lady's raising her voice. Now she's using her hands. Now the girl, I knew she was young because she was like, I don't know why you talking with your hands, because if you ain't gonna use your hands, there's no reason to talk with your hands. I said, this is when I got comfortable. I said, let's see. Now I have my phone. I do have some footage of it. I have my phone. I was starting to record. Now there's a white kid, there's white people in there, and they are traumatized. They don't know. This white boy had long blonde hair, and he's putting his fingers through his hair like this. And he won't turn around. He literally won't turn around to look. And he's in the way of my video. He's on my video, right? So they going back and forth. And the B word comes up. She's like, bitch. And then the woman's like, see, that's a disrespectful thing I'm talking about. You want to be treated with respect, but these are the words. So she's still trying to be calm. I'm like, oh. So it's going back and forth. And then the husband jumps in, which he broke every G code. This is between the wife and this young girl. There ain't no reason for you to open your mouth, even if you were driving. He starts talking. She was like, why are you talking to a young woman? He's like, oh, now you a young woman after the way you've been acting. She's like, I can call my dad now. We can settle this, old man. You over here talking to a young, whatever. She's popping off. She's popping off, right? So now the whole store is packed. This is around it's like in the 5 o'clock hour when everybody and they dumbasses left work and going straight to deliver their package and send their package. It's so irritating because we get off at 6:30. I hate you people. And so then finally the bomb drops. It's quiet like this because now the only people talking are these three people. And she says, bitch, suck my dick.
Take that.
Now, number one, if you're not from the culture, you're confused right now that a woman said to suck my dick.
No,
the white boy is like, what? Like everybody's like, what? The older black woman in there is totally offended. They're totally offended. A smile cracked on my face, but I ain't laugh because I was like, yo, I know that. And she said it multiple times. And then finally, now the couple had a home field advantage because they have a mailbox. They have a box that they get deliveries from. So they've had the box for over 6 years. So they had the home court advantage because the supervisor had to be on their side because, you know, they pay rent for everything they got and all that other stuff. So the girl, the couple finally gets what they have to do. We take care of them, and they're walking out. And the lady says one more thing. I forget what she said. Da, 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 da. And the girl said, "Girl, you about to get fucked up in here." And now the wife is halfway out the door, and the wife has it, and she runs back in. The husband puts the arm up, and I said, "Let this bitch go." I said, "If this fight breaks off, we not gonna work for the rest of the night. We're good." All I'm thinking, we just gotta make it till 6:30. We're going to call the cops. We're going to file witness. We're going to all make statements. This is gonna take at least 45 minutes. Like, just let it happen. The girl says, "Oh, bitch, that's what you want. That's what you want. You get maced up in here," and she grabs her mace. That's when I take a few steps back because I don't need no mace in my eye. I was like, whoa. The man grabs her. He drags her out. Now the supervisor, my little Filipino friend, I didn't know that old girl used to hang out at clubs such as Evolution and clubs in Philly. I didn't know that till we started talking. She used to hang out at other clubs and all the other stuff like that. She is like, "You got to go." She talks to the young lady, but I don't think she meant it, but she kind of stepped to her and said, "You got to go." And she said, "Well, I'm going to give her." And then the person at the register said, I already started her process. Will you take her process? And she got to go. She says it again. I said, "My supervisor indirectly wants all the smoke right now." I said, "Oh shit." Right. So the girl saw her aggression, and the girl was like, "Well, I don't appreciate you talking like my mom." She says, "Let me tell you about talking like your mom." I said, and she goes, "Your mouth that you're using, the language you're using is embarrassing to you, is embarrassing to myself." And she's the rat. And they're going like, "Okay, young lady, you was talking like you wanted it. Let's see. Let's see if it's gonna go down." They get into it, but she never curses. She never curses. The supervisor never curses, but she is very direct. The girl gets sent off. We set her off. You know, all the white people, they all scurried up, and the older black people ain't never act like they ain't never seen no shit like this pop off. Everybody's all offended, like this is crazy. Like, the language she used, like just because, oh my God, I can't believe it. And I'm sitting there going, "Yeah, that's crazy." I'm sitting there going, I'm sitting there saying the same thing. I'm like, the man should have kept his mouth shut. He ain't no business jumping in there. But they talking, and a phone call comes. "Hello, you so and they go, so they want you." And it's a dude, and he's gay. Like, they're two gay guys, and they're very gay, but they're super friendly, but they're very gay. He's like, "I know who it is. She's pretending to be somebody's mother, but it's the girl," right? So the girl gets on the phone and says, "This is so-and-so's mother. I was told that you were cursing at my 15-year-old daughter. How can she be 15 if we know for a fact she just cut somebody off on 295?
Driving and she telling people to eat it and suck it and go.
And she's like, "Listen, if you would like to come to our facilities right now, we have the video and the audio of exactly what happened, and I can tell you that I never cursed at her, and we can then show you what your daughter did in the middle of public or whatever." And then she says, "So we'll be open till 6:30." And she hangs up the phone. The girl never comes back. But that was the excitement. That was the excitement that was the excitement. Mike, where was your special lady when all of this is going down? She ain't built.
She couldn't handle that.
No, she can't. She a nice little girl. She just, she only been in America since she was 20. She wasn't trying to get down with the game. Even though you gotta watch those people who ain't been here since they 20, because they've been through some stuff that we can't even understand. Like, they've been through some stuff. But no, she wasn't there. So that was it. Hey, Shawnee. So Mike and old girl clubbing now, huh? What are you talking about? I said the supervisor went to clubs back in the day.
So y'all was partying back in the day. Now y'all hanging out, reminiscing.
That's all y'all got out of it.
That's what they got out of it.
That's it. See, y'all viewers are as messy as Jay Black. Y'all have allowed Jay Black to influence your messiness. So that was it. Now, in hindsight, it was embarrassing. And I wish
for the culture, for black folk.
Yeah,
as a whole,
it was embarrassing. Like, it was totally embarrassing. It was totally ridiculous. And I wish I would have had the thing in me to give a fuck. And I wish I would have been that person to actually go to the young lady, but listen, you should just chill, like, just. But I don't care. But I know
cuss you out.
No, I'd have done the technique. Look at me for a second. You know where you at. the last thing you want is these cops to come running up here. Because even if you right, I'm not saying you wrong. Even if you right, you know what happens when they come up here. Everybody gets the silver bracelets.
I'm calling my dad on YouTube. What you want to smoke to now? I'm calling my dad.
And I'm like,
the Puerto Rican up in the store too. He had all this to say.
And I would have been like, call your dad, but you know what's gonna happen to your dad when he gets here. So just chill. And I would have done the thing. If you want to handle this, just look at what just check their license plate number. That's all you got to do. You know the car. So I'd have been like, just go ahead.
True drive. This could be a segment for my.
But I ain't care.
Telling stories. His job was like true Hollywood stories. Mike got his own
UPS stories.
UPS story.
Dog, and they got me on video. They got me, you know, their cameras all over the store. They got me on video like this.
Trying
but the white dude was in the white kid, the traumatized white kid was in my way. Like I couldn't get him out the way. And then I tried. Then I was like, but then I told everybody, like, why didn't you keep recording? I said, because if they see you recording, number one, they either get mad at you or they escalate their performance because they know they're being recorded. So now it's showtime. So now like everything gets escalated. So I ain't wanted to be that. But that was fun. Like I had a good time. The rest of
definitely a hot mess.
Yeah, it was a hot mess, ass. And then everybody was talking about what they would do. You wouldn't done shit. There was nobody gonna do
that. Was me.
That was me. When a good morning, Bishop. Nobody would have done nothing. Like,
but they don't expect you to jump in when people like when customers go.
Nobody jumped in. That's what that was bugging me out.
Yeah. They don't observe and report.
Diffuse the situation, if anything, and the manager, I guess, tried to do that, but.
The funny thing is when people were saying things, I wanted to be the instigator and be like, ooh, like I really wanted to, yo, she said suck my dick. And the funny thing is every time they would tell a customer the story, because we have customers that come in all the time and they would tell them the story, they would always edit the D. They'd be like, she said suck my D. Like that was the highlight. That was the knockout blow. That was the kill blow right there.
That's the talk of the store. There.
Suck my dick. I promise you, they're gonna be
talking about it. Still talking about it today, huh?
I gotta hear about this. I said, y'all ain't never seen nobody get stomped out of adrenaline. This was hilarious. This was cool. But anyway, that was my day at UPS. So I'll go back there today after my court date. All right. So as I was saying about whole activities, we got an old video that we're gonna show. Then we'll get into allegedly when Sexy Mo Square comes back. Charlie Brown's teacher voice, wah 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 wah, Filipino girl, wah wah wah. Yeah, that I thought it might go down. Lima, she's nice to me. She lets me have a very flexible schedule. I thank her. I thank you. You don't normally get flexible schedules like this at jobs. I know that.
Flexible.
Yeah, but this is the supervisor. He's so messy. All right, listen. So whole activities. There's a judge show that you all are familiar with. I don't even know the judge's name.
Lauren Lee.
Okay, so I want you to watch this. And the audacity, it's paternity court, the audacity that this woman has. And she says straight up what her situation is. I just want you to listen. And then we got another whole activity afterwards. This is the whole show for the first half. This is called the whole show right now. It's not Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. It's the whole show. So Shawnee Scott, put up the first hoe.
You were sleeping with 3 co-workers from the sandwich shop.
Yes, Your Honor.
You contacted 2 of them to say you were pregnant, but you never contacted him.
Yes, Your Honor, but I do not want him to be my child's father.
Well, you can't control that, can you?
Possibly to be the father. No one is talking to you.
Wow. I didn't know you could pick.
Let me make something clear. If you having sex at the back of parties, in the bathroom, unprotected, with everybody in the sandwich shop, you're not going to know who your child's father is.
Your Honor, can I show you how everything folds? How
Please,
everybody
enlighten me.
Okay. I slept with Mr. Morton during our relationship sometime on the 17th, and I slept with him again on the 28th.
Okay, move on.
I'm on the red. When I slept with Mr. Gaddis at a party, it was around the 19th. And then again on the 22nd, when I slept with Mr. Laurie, which was a terrible mistake, was the 24th as well as a party, and then again at the 26th.
These dates are a little closer.
So they're a lot
mistake,
closer, and they're a lot closer in the date of conception. So that's how everybody is.
They are all right in the time of conception.
I
You were sleeping with 3
People, whenever you have to have
A whole chart.
whenever you have to have a whole chart, and you have to say it happened in 19, and then I went back. Okay, let's start with the first disrespectful thing. She told 2 out of the 3 because she ain't want the third one to be the dad. Like, that is a lot right there.
Wow.
But that happens every day.
Facts.
I'm not talking about the squares on this show, but y'all heifers out there be deciding to ask it's like a spades game. You want the ones that you want, and the last one, that guy may not even find out he has a kid ever. Because you know damn well you should have slept with the guy that was on the stand. Because he was licking his lips. He was still licking his lips. He was on the stand. Like, that is some whole activity. She got a whole, that means you went raw with everybody.
Everybody at parties.
I pity the day that anybody has to PowerPoint their coochie points. Like, I just.
PowerPointing.
Wow.
I just.
But that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yo, please tell me this is a script that they wrote. Please tell me the show got writers and this ain't going down. And what sandwich shop is this that I need to apply for? Like, what sandwich shop is going down?
It's the 2023 vagina monologue.
Damn it. After making a ham and cheese for somebody with extra mayo, you got tuna on the side. Jeez, this is crazy.
Who was the dad? Here I go wanting to know the outcome.
Yeah, because I'm invested.
What color? What color won? I don't even know if it was a one.
I don't know.
Yellow, red, blue.
Oh, God. Who that baby pappy?
And I'm not laughing as I'm judging her, because most men have been through a situation where you've been part of the lineup. I think you the dad. You've been part of that lineup. You done got that phone call. If she's any type of respectable person, she will at least say, I think. Like, she won't say you are the daddy. She'll say, I think you need to take a test. Like, people been part of that lineup.
No, most women who do that will go through process of elimination and not even tell each other, like, you know, the other person, like, hey, you may or may not be. They just be like, I need you to take a DNA test. They don't want to expose their wholeness.
But when you take a DNA test before the baby's gone, isn't that dangerous? Don't they have to do something or whatever?
No, it's changed.
Oh, that's the date of the. Oh yeah.
You talking about amniocentesis?
Yeah, so you can find out. Yeah, everybody been in that lineup. That's a bad lineup to be in, because you be hoping another dude. That's the one time you don't even care if the girl was cheating on you. Be like, yo, I hope.
Oh, God, not now, not this time. Be careful next time.
I'm gonna be careful next time.
Just get me out of this one. Let me just get out.
Please. Yo, those are prayers in real life. I wonder now, I think about it, why did I stress so much? Because if she is, she is. If she's not, she's not. Like, there's no reason. Like, you bothering God and God sitting there going like, it's already done. Like, you praying like, God, please don't let them come in.
Just look out for me this one time.
The bargaining basement.
James K said, I was part of a lineup, me and 5 other guys. Oh, I would have went straight to the doctors afterwards, too. Guys don't even go to the doctors. They just be happy that it wasn't theirs, 5 other guys. But it turns out, I was the father after 4 years done passed, and my child was calling somebody else dad. Damn.
Wow.
Oh. Sorry
so now
about that, James.
So you don't have a bond with the kid now. It's like
I'm not gonna say only 4 years. He got time to make it up. He got time.
No, you've been calling another man dad. You confused. Chicks is foul. Some chicks are foul. Damn, James.
Chicks are foul, but this is the problem. Chicks are foul.
But y'all out here raw dogging everybody.
Oh, you gonna say he should have been more aggressive? He should have demanded the DNA, Shiny. It's James's fault.
He probably should have wrapped it up once or twice.
I mean, if it's 5 other guys, you tell me what kind of one he was messing with. If it's 5 other guys,
it's his fault that he didn't know that his chick that she was out there.
But you have to take some level of culpability in it. You ain't wrap up your hot dog.
Let it be
the community. Well, she did. I mean, she was definitely working for the community. She was definitely working for the community.
Wow.
We have a bond now. It took another 2. Yeah, it took another 2 years. Good. That congratulations for not giving up
and sticking by. Absolutely.
Good job, applaud you, Jane. What you did.
Yeah.
So what did the child support work out? Because I mean, he wasn't paying. I mean, so another man was paying.
Y'all still out there raw dogging everybody.
Well, she can't get back
We're
child
gonna blame the
support.
man.
Not
We're
get
gonna
back
blame
child
the
support
man.
because it starts from the establishment
It
of
started with
paternity.
y'all.
Jay Black.
No, I just know if I was
I
wondering
heard you.
if
It don't start with nobody. It starts with people making decisions, and everybody's raw dogging, and nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody's raw dogging.
Wow.
And nobody wants to talk about it.
But
The
you
AIDS
robbed that
fear is
man
over.
from
Unfortunately,
poor,
the HIV/AIDS fear is over because all we hear is people getting pregnant every time. What was that last comment? I don't think there's anybody who's more than the chick hold that disease is at an all-time high. No, listen, this is unfair pressure on women. When women decide not to give a damn, when they decided, that's when society fell to shit because women were our last hope, and it was unfair pressure. Women were our last actual hope. When women decided that they wanted to start acting like us, we should have known we were in trouble.
Was
Like
that a decision or was that a?
Hadn't it been going on forever?
Whatever it was, when it turned into when the chicks turned into us, we should have known it was all going to fall apart. Then nobody had no morals. They was like, fuck it. I've been hurt. I've been this. And that's when God said, we should have had a meeting. We should have had another Million Man March. We should have had a meeting and be like, listen, we got to straighten up because if they go left, it all goes left. Like if they, it's like that one person that you're annoying at the house and they make the most money. They pay all the bills. And then you gather yourself. The family goes, your mom or dad, you need to chill because if he goes or she goes, all this shit falls apart.
My grandfather used to say it can only be one hoe up in this house.
Only one. Y'all can't both be hoes.
All the stuff that he did. He said it could only be one.
There's not enough room. There's not enough room. Somebody has to be disgusted by the actions of the other person. Y'all both can't be like, well, it's all good. That's what happens. A baby should be the least of their worries. No, in actuality, the baby should be that was a worry. But yeah, there was a lot of prayers.
Well, James admitted he was for the streets himself. He was just trying to get up in everything. He said he was just being busy.
I'm not saying, all I'm saying is when people, not you two squares, so this is for the people watching. When the people start preaching about people going raw dog, I'll just be looking people dead in the face. I was like, don't fucking lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me and tell me that you ain't done. Please. There are too many people walking around pregnant and too many people in child support court that y'all gonna tell me that people is. No, I don't never see nobody standing in front of the condoms at the CVS anymore.
They order online.
I don't never see nobody at the Walgreens. I don't never see nobody when I'm at the Wawa. Be like, yo, let me get that over there. I don't never see that. They never sold out.
So Shawnee and Mo ain't never let her do raw dog ever. That's what they trying to say. That's what y'all trying to say. We being transparent. We gonna exclude ourselves.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I said, I'm responsible for my actions. My body
all have moments of weakness.
I take care of me, and I let the other person know, and I don't have no problem showing my results. So I'm responsible. You gonna raw dog then? Just be responsible.
Oh, James has been affected. He said, "You a hoe." Okay, you a hoe. Me and my homies told you. Oh no.
Oh, that's the song.
Yeah, that was a whole nother time. Y'all, so no, but the raw dogness is hey, sex is the most powerful thing I believe ever. Because sex is and I said this before, and I'm gonna repeat this. Sex is the only addiction. When you go to rehab for every other addiction, when you go to rehab, their plan is to make you stop your addiction. Sex is the only addiction that they know they can't get you to stop. When you go to a sex rehab, and I just know from the Tiger Woods situation, when Tiger Woods went to sex rehab because he was a sex addict and everything like that, they do it so you do it in moderation. They try and get you where you're not wilding out because they know an orgasm will send you into the deepest, darkest place. When you searching for one, you will go to the worst person in the worst place, in the worst hood, or the worst. You will risk it all. You will drive with no license 2 hours away in a white neighborhood to go smash somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you got illegal tinted windows and no license. That's how powerful an orgasm is. And then once you get done, you realize it wasn't worth it. That's the evil thing about an orgasm. Once you get done, I mean, halfway through it, you're like, why? Why did I do this?
Immediately.
You'll be so mad that you want to be like, fuck?
This wasn't even worth it. Like,
It wasn't even
why did I smash her?
oh god.
The again part is the worst part when you go again. Why? How? Y'all don't even want to look at each other. I be feeling bad for the win because I know what.
Hey, Diane.
Good morning, Daniel. What was the Diane? What was the last comment that you?
Oh,
had?
Diane, your order went out yesterday, buddy. Shout out to Diane. She said for Cash App for Lady Q birthday. She said, I'm gonna order something. I ain't gonna do Cash App. She did. She ordered a mug and a shirt. Appreciate you supporting the wifey. And your stuff went out
Tell Lady
yesterday.
Q to make a hoodie that says make a hoodie that says stop lying that you ain't going raw dog. Make a hoodie.
Stop lying. You definitely went raw dog. James said they don't stay in the CVS anymore because they give them out free at the clinic. So Shiny Mo, if y'all need
I don't think
condoms.
that the problem
Ain't nobody
is
going to no
raw dog.
goddamn clinic.
I don't think the problem is going raw dog. It's that you got all these people. You got a line of people back to back.
And
I mean,
she's not being honest about her sexual practices.
Yeah, you know, if that's what you do, you do. I ain't judging nobody. It's just not how I get down. I can name everybody I've been with.
Oh,
see,
here we go, Mike. I only been with two handful. I can. Oh god, everybody body count is always so low. I know females. Oh god. But anyway, go ahead, Mike. No, I believe you, though, Shine. I'm just.
I remember all my names too. So let's start with A. Let's start with the letter A. Alice, Adriana.
Let's start at the top of the alphabet and go down.
Alexa.
Keisha, Brenda.
Yeah, right. Let's play the DMX.
I'm about to. Look, some guys, if you, I ain't even gonna take it too far. I ain't gonna take it too far. You be disgusting with yourself. You be mad at your dick. You be like, I don't want to touch you. You be peeing with no hands.
Question.
I received the tracking information.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, James was on something
CBS
else.
is out of control, but let's hit that top of the hour, Shawnee. I'm sorry. Let's hit that top of the hour so we can because I gotta leave here early, y'all. I got a court date. I gotta be in court, so I gotta be true transparency.
You off papers? You still?
No, I might be back on papers today.
I can't Stacy honest as hell. Stacy said, "My body count." Let me just be honest with you. I can't remember them all. Just thank you, Stacy, for transparency.
Thank you, Stacy. Stacy got a morgue. She got a morgue.
Around 2005, it was a little fuzzy.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
8 o'clock on the East Coast, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it's 4 hours earlier or 3 hours earlier than that on the West Coast. We don't know. Body counts. We're talking about body counts and whole activities. Body count. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tashawn B. I'm a virgin.
Yeah. Let me tell you, body count is. I think you start all over at a certain age. You can start all over. You know how they push back the miles on the car. I think at a certain age, you'd be like, all right, I wilded out. It was, it was 20s, and it was wild. It was wild. It was wild.
Something for women now, not for men, but they do have something for women now that can roll the miles back. Like you can get reconstruction down there. You can get it tightened up, tune up. Yes.
Sometimes I like, you know how you put on your shoes and you got your favorite pair of shoes because they're worn in. Like sometimes I like a worn in vagina. Like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's
like it broke in a little bit. Just broke in a little bit.
You know how shoes when you first put them on, even sneakers when you first put them on, they ain't right. They a little too tight. You be like, hey, I mean, I don't want it 3 sizes. It's too big, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right. I see the 80s and 90s were the best. All right.
Stacy lived her life. I love Stacy and her realness.
It's crazy. Yes. It's crazy as hell. But quickly before we get on to the next story of whole activities, then we'll get to allegedly. CVS is out of control. I don't know if y'all been to the CVS condom area.
It's locked up.
It's locked up, but now they got toys there.
Yes.
Even at Walgreens, they got all types of toys.
For when you're traveling and you're in a pinch.
I was walking through and the funny thing is I know people were looking at me like I was crazy because I was really intently looking at all these different things. I was like, yo,
wow, look at this.
They did not have this when we were coming, literally when we were coming up, we, nobody, like they got little sections. Then the toys be like, it could be like from $30 to $99 something. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. But I don't see nobody in that aisle. She said, I can't remember the 80s. No, facts. I can't remember. I can't remember. Well, I can remember, but it's kind of the late 90s was hard. Yeah. remote vibrators. Yeah, I want to play that game too. Like I see the couples play the game where the dude has the controls, and she got to walk around.
Yeah, they have them hooked up to your phone. Like you can actually, there's apps that you can hook up to your phone, and she's sitting across the table, and you're the only one with the app, the code to the app. Hopefully,
that's what. Yeah, until somebody else, you realize other people got codes, and
like,
some goes, and you ain't even pressed the button. Bitch, I ain't pressed that. Who's that? Who got your code?
Who got the code?
They ordered it on Instacart. All right. So we talked about the girl at the sandwich shop who was knocking off everybody at the sandwich shop, and then she decided that she was only going to tell 2 out of the 3 guys that she was pregnant because she didn't want the 3rd guy to know, because she didn't want that dude to be the father, because you got to bring him around the house and people look at you like, you hit that? Like, Jesus, like what was going on? No disrespect to the dude. I'm just saying that's what happened. But there's some police officers in Tennessee, and they got their own sandwich situation popping off. They in Tennessee. And then now this is a whole. Now I just want you, when you see the picture, it's gonna be very obvious. I'm not trying to play no cards. I'm just gonna just show the picture, Shawnee, and read the caption on what is going on.
Okay, so a female Tennessee police officer alongside 4 of her male colleagues have been fired after reportedly sharing a lengthy sexual relationship while on the job. According to WTVF-TV, Megan Hall had a string of raunchy encounters with staff members at the Laverne police station, which included threesomes, wild parties, sending explicit photos to staff, performing oral sex on at least 2 police officers, and allegedly bragging about one cop's big genitals. While some of the steamy sessions occurred at the homes of the male officers, others were said to have taken place at hotels, the police gym, at the police station, during which time Megan was supposed to be on duty and protecting her community. An internal investigation has been performed, which determined that the female cop shared sexual encounters with at least 6 different officers.
Whew. That's a whole different sandwich shop. Now, all I'm going to say is about this picture, they better all be black that she dealt with. Because if they not, and y'all showed the 2 black guys just so y'all can get more likes and views.
You said 6 more people? So you think the next 6, they all black? No, I don't know.
This is
probably not.
At least 6.
They the face of the department. They the face of the scandal, huh?
So I guess at this point, even if it's consensual, you still got to get suspended now in 2023. Like, you still can lose your job, even if it's all good, even if she was good with the whole situation.
I think there's no fraternization. I don't think cops are supposed to mess with other cops.
Well, they ain't tell one certain cop that I know.
Stop. Oh, God. Behind the scenes, people.
Always them damn Megans. So you literally can't have consensual sex with anybody on the job anymore. So is that official?
I think cops is different. I think it's. Let me Google that. I think with the research department, I think the cops are not supposed
to. With the research department. You got at least 30 minutes before that.
Yeah, right. Yes, of course, it's quite common.
So,
police officers.
All right, so women.
But it's not compass. Compass, or I don't even know.
All right, so I just want to ask the ladies this. If this is your girl, then let's say this is a friend of yours, and Shawnee, I'll start with you, then we'll go to Mo. Mm-hmm. What do you think about your friend when she confides in you, and she doesn't lie because y'all really friends? Like, she gives you the whole thing. She's like, I done got knocked off by 6 of these dudes on the police force, and they done did this, did it. What is your reaction? And like, how do you feel about the situation, Shawnee? Like, do you give the girl advice, or do you just go like, and this is a good friend? This is a good friend.
I mean, if it's my friend, I'm gonna ask the girl, what the fuck was you thinking? What were you thinking? Why would you do that? What's the problem? You can't work. You got problems. You on the job doing it, and you married. You ready to let it all go? That's what I would say. You married, you screwing all these men. What's the problem?
She ready to risk it all. Oh, and breaking news, they've just issued a warrant for her vagina. I didn't know that. I didn't know they could issue a warrant for one part of the body.
Gotta get questioned. You gotta get questioned.
Gotta question the vagina.
Yeah, no.
So a good friend of yours. Now, this is a good friend. I'm not talking about a casual friend. A good friend. Do you give her advice? Like, how do you feel at this moment when she tells you all 6 like have body checked her?
Well, I'm not that friend. All my friends know that I can only watch one vagina at a time, and that's mine. I have hard enough time keeping up with what my own does.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be involved in what yours does. If you come to me, I'm going to say, girl, was there any video? Was there any anything that could link you to said penises?
Ooh.
And if there's not, you need to make an executive decision to shut it down. Like, shut it down. It's either your job or the vagina. The job or the vagina.
Now, do you think there's do you think it's just a sex drive that she has, or do you think it's some self-esteem issues?
She could very well have a sexual addiction.
Right.
Because sexual addiction is just not the fact that you like to have sex, right? Because there's a lot of people who just enjoy having sex.
Right.
Sexual addiction the addiction part comes in if it's interfering with your daily activities, if it's interfering with your job, if it's interfering with things that are important in life to you. If you choose those over those important things or those important tasks, then you may possibly have a sexual addiction.
All right, so we have the sexual addiction.
She may be teeter-tottering on. I mean, because if you're in law enforcement, you gotta know sending nude photos and sexting is against the law, right?
Well, it's fraternization.
Yes, that's against the law.
Now,
Now,
on their level of, if they got sergeants, if they captains, depending on those things, it might be another incident where are you fraternizing with someone who has more power over you, or if you have power over them. I like to know who, what's the rank of the officers.
But she's just a hold on, Mike, because I looked into that story.
Like, no, but real quick, but like in the sandwich shop, you're saying if the person was the lead sandwich maker, maybe she thought that she was attracted to the power that he had. Go ahead, Jay. What are you gonna say?
One of the cops that she was messing with, one of these officers, she was also with threesomes with him and his wife. So goes a little deeper.
So if anything, it's a code of conduct because they're all consenting adults. If anything, there's a code of conduct, especially it hitting the workplace and people hitting at the workplace.
Now, do you have questions about her self-worth? Do you think maybe there could be something I'm not being funny with this. Could you think that maybe something happened in her childhood that got her to be, Oprah always says she was very promiscuous after being assaulted and
it could be a validation issue, her needing to have some level of validation, and sometimes that manifests itself physically for people, but it may not be that. She might just enjoy having sex. She might just like a variety
multiple people.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't always have to be a critical reason why she's, what we consider risking it all for. She could very well just like to be on her back with a variety of men.
Now, I want to know what the conclusion of this story. Does she lose her job? Because TJ Ohms basically was doing the same thing at his job, and he lost his job. So I wonder if
they all fired. They fired them all.
I thought they were suspended. They said 2 suspended over sexual relations with their married female colleague.
Oh. 4 of them have been fired. 2 of them are suspended.
Because I see one has the K9 unit, so he's in a special unit. He's not even just a plain, plain.
Why would you want to be running through somebody that everybody else is running through too at your department? Like, that's another thing.
Oh, you don't remember $2 Tuesdays? Oh, never mind. Sorry, my bad.
Jay Black.
My bad.
Let's not act like
my bad.
Where
okay.
Everybody wanted a little taste of something.
The guy who worked with the K9 department, he already had a thing for bitches. So he Ashley Newman, officers don't look too bad, Becky. I must say, listen, Ashley Newman, listen to this.
Ashley justifying it. Well, they are kind of attractive to me.
If you're in a particular job setting, right, and all you're around is them.
His
They
guns.
become like a whole family. They become a unit. It just becomes a thing. And so I'm pretty sure that there was locker room talk. Yo, the joint from the she
that
do
never.
You should see if you can get it.
I'm a stereotype, and I'm a stereotype and profile. Never date somebody who's a cop, female or male. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm telling you, because there's a whole inner working that goes on in that situation that you cannot control. You can't stop somebody's partner from being there and spending long nights in that cop car, running them streets of Philadelphia and parking for a long period.
Easy.
What goes on in them
Allegedly. Easy. We don't know.
When they park in the back alleys.
Easy.
I'm just telling you.
It happens.
No, it does happen.
Dating a cop and you not a cop is like dating an athlete or a celebrity, yo. It's a whole nother world that goes on. There's no control over that. But hey, people getting fired. People, when it comes to people on your job, keep your hands to yourself. I don't care how good they look. Even though the last job I had, people did get married. That was crazy.
They tell you don't eat where you ish. I think that applies for any
majority of relationships come from work, though.
Yeah, they really do. That's why here at Media Room 360 there is no human resource department. So,
who do you tell? Who do you tell?
Go ahead. We are the human resource.
There's no human resource department.
What'd you say?
There's no human resource department.
There's no human resources. You ain't got nowhere to run. You ain't got nobody to tell. All right. Well,
if anybody's flying today,
breaking news.
Check the status of your flights, because the FAA has grounded all flights because one of the systems is down.
Because one of the systems are down?
Yeah, computer outage. So all flights, everything is paused until at least 9. All flights.
All right, let me get this straight. So Southwest computer system goes down and has one of the most historical shutdowns ever. And now all flights are shut down because of a computer situation.
All U.S. flights right now.
And we're not worried on what this sounds like. That that every flight has been shut down.
Conspiracy theory, Mike. Here we go. Who's behind it, Mike? Is them Republicans?
No, I'm not. I'm talking like Republicans and Democrats. We should all be worried. Like real talk. You shut down.
All flights are grounded. That is an air of concern.
That is dangerous.
Yeah.
Everything's grounded. Yeah, they went off. The systems went off last night at 11 Eastern time. They all shut down.
People have said it, and then we got to get into allegedly, because I got to be out of here. People have said it a million times. If you want a real terroristic attack, shut down our internet in this country and see what happens.
Oh, internet! You can't live without the internet.
Shut down Wi-Fi and see what can actually function without that. And now you're gonna shut. You talking about you ground? They're talking about they grounded every flight.
All U.S. flights, everything as of right now, from Cali to Delaware, wherever, Maine, everything shut down.
So that's private and commercial. Then that's major.
Yeah, everything is.
That means even the small airports. My city has a small.
Yeah, because the system that's down is the one that tells it provides the pilots and air traffic controllers the information they need to take off, weather conditions.
Oh, and know where everybody at, because you can't see flying through clouds. They gotta know where everybody at.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta have that fixed by next Thursday, because I got a flight.
Mike only care about himself.
You putting deadlines on it, Mike?
Yeah,
we want to make sure that it's working right. Okay?
And I need y'all to make sure it's working by Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I can see that everything's going accordingly. And all everything's landing
smooth.
I want everything back smooth.
Yeah.
Because understand, I can't get no drinks on the plane no more. So now I'm fully aware of something going wrong. I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know planes had a signal light. Why, what's going on? Like, he got his hazards on. I'm like, what are we doing?
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
All right, Mo. We know that these stories we reserve the right to retract anything that comes out Mo's mouth, and it's not because she's trying to be deliberately deceitful. Her sources are our sources. She's just an elaborate scroller who gets her scroll on and gets some information that the average scroller doesn't get. She's a platinum scroller. So go ahead, Mo. Go get it. It's allegedly.
Scroller. Platinum scroll. I like that. Well, allegedly, it's not allegedly, it's factually. Tory Lanez is supposed to be sentenced. We told you that he had gotten found guilty in the Meg Thee Stallion shooting. So he's supposed to be getting sentenced. Of course, normally they set a close date, but they pushed it out to February because he's hired Snoop Dogg's attorneys. He's no longer using his attorneys, who actually failed him miserably during the initial trial because they didn't show up due to some type of alleged conflict. And I'm like, how do you, a high profile case like this, how do both of your lawyers have some type of scheduling conflict? But neither here or there. He's picked up Snoop Dogg's attorney, and you're like, Snoop Dogg's attorney, y'all are forgetting Snoop.
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Snoop was up against some murder charges, some serious murder charges, and was looking at facing the rest of his life in prison, and he got off. So the judge is giving an extensive amount of time to allow the new attorney to apprise himself of the whole entire case.
Good word.
And of course, coming back to do a retrial.
That's very nice. That's good words. The way you presented that, Mo, I got to give her a round of applause. That was very professional. I got to give you credit where credit is due right there. You really had your TMZ hat on, and you.
It was, yeah.
Listen, Jay Black always brings up that education. I'm not saying it's a negative way. That's when you see the separation between Mo speaking and me speaking. That's where you see the separation on the usage of words in its proper tense and form. That was dope. Like, I'm proud. Like, we need to keep that in the archives right there. That is Sexy Mo allegedly in all her glory. That was dope. So go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
For all of you out there who love the legendary groups, my sources tell me that El DeBarge was arrested for drug and weapon possession.
What?
I'm sad because this is like one of the groups where, even if you are not in that age bracket, you'd be like, my mama used to listen to them, or that's the song, my mom and dad used to hear that all the time in the background. Well, yes, of course, it's no secret that they all have a torrid past with drugs and things like that. If you saw the movie about their life, but yes, they say Sunday he was at a gas station with expired tags.
Oh my God!
So that's what it was.
They found a metal baton inside his vehicle. So those the old style police batons, those are illegal now. Back in the day, everybody carried those things. They had those little the slapsticks. They used to come out. Now
so is it legal to have but wow,
yes,
ain't it like a bat? It's still similar to a little bat.
If you are not in law enforcement, it is illegal for you to have that, to carry that.
Now, this is why I tell you, I feel bad for El DeBarge and his struggles with addiction. This is why I had to burn everything to the ground and I had to literally get a job. Because if I had money and I was still touring and I knew I had tour money, it'd be very difficult to get me to admit not to admit my addiction, but if I'm still getting money performing, chances are I'd still be at that liquor store at 9 o'clock in the morning. And the fact that, we love El DeBarge. El DeBarge is iconic. And he still got shows. He's next to Bunny, not the one with the Lionel Richie mustache. Yeah. The one right there in the red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And so
makeup was crazy back in the day. Shoot. Damn, Bunny.
It was. Dr. Dre had the same makeup on when he was in
That's disrespectful. That was disrespectful.
But yes, again, they say that allegedly they feel like it was heroin or heroin. If you're from the old school,
well, he's been battling
heroin from the old school. And it's sad because that is a long time drug use. Heroin is hard to get off. They say it's one of the hardest drug habits to kick.
You know, it's a hard drug to get off when they got to give you a hardcore drug to help you get off the hardcore drug. Like,
Yeah.
I forget what the stuff is called,
It's
but
methadone. It's
yeah,
methadone. They give you. That's one of the the high rated drugs that they give you to wean you off, to safely wean you off, because addiction to especially hardcore drugs like that, your body goes through a different type of withdrawal. So
yeah, that's a horrible
I'm
there's a
pretty
horrible
sure if they,
existence.
with him getting locked up, they would have to actually treat him as a medical patient. He couldn't just sit there in
No.
jail for a couple of days and they let him rock out, or what they call hardcore sober up. They would have to send him to a some type of treatment.
No, and this is what I'm just gonna say, and I ain't gonna preface it. When you in the withdrawal part of the rehab and you feeling horrible as an alcoholic because you feel sick as hell, when you see the heroin addict, you be like, well, at least I'm not there.
He got 12 kids? God damn.
Ooh,
Well,
and I like
that's
it.
the era of the light skin, good hair. Torn was good. He was out there.
Yo.
I feel bad for him. I really do feel we wish him all the best.
Yes.
But the expired tag, yeah, that's some addiction stuff. You ain't worried about them damn tags. You just worried. You just driving.
I'm driving. I'm cruising.
Yeah.
You got everything. I remember when they opened my car and a DUI and all them bottles fell out the back seat. I wasn't worried about I heard about it like ping, 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 ping. I was like,
not the nips hitting the floor.
I said, I ain't get rid of those.
That's the travel size liquor bottle.
Months ago.
That shouldn't even count for tonight. That wasn't even about tonight. That had nothing to do with tonight.
I swear to you, not tonight. Not other nights.
That's a night. First of all, when's the last time I drank a 40 ounce? Like, come on, that was years ago. I just forgot to clean out the car. Like, I don't even understand.
They don't even make St. Ives no more. Like,
they don't make St. Ives no more. We had a sponsorship for the show. What do you want me to do? Like, and they open it when they ask for your license. Well, in Jersey, everything's not connected on the East Coast. Like, there's license, registration, insurance card. It's all separate stuff. In Texas, the registration is all connected to your whatchamacallit, your inspection sticker.
Okay.
You open a glove compartment and some liquor fall out, you already know you in a bad way. You like, still my bad on that, but that's all I got. And they open the back door.
Can we act like we didn't see that? Can we act like we didn't see that? No.
But you got an open bar, you saying from Cheers? But we feel, listen, I hope he gets it together, man. I hope he gets it together because he's a super talented person and he's still alive. So he got,
yes, he is.
He has a chance to get it back together again. And unfortunately, that the DeBarge, between Chico DeBarge going to jail and there was the other DeBarge, I forgot what his name was, that had
James DeBarge.
But there was another one when they did the movie about
Randy.
it. They did a movie about him.
Mark.
I forget.
A bunch of them.
Anyway, you got anything else there, Mo?
Well, to end on a positive note, Serena Williams allegedly has gotten baptized. She has reunited with her childhood upbringing as a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
And according to their religion, of course, if you're not saved or baptized under their guise, you're not going to go to heaven. So at 40 years old, she decided to reunite with her faith. And
good for her.
I think it's always positive when someone reunites with their faith or believes in a higher being. I've always just had questions. I've been to the Kingdom Hall before. I've always had questions because they say only a certain amount, like I forgot how many hundred thousands of people are going to get to go to heaven. Like there's a number.
Oh, is a number? Is a cutoff?
I'm like, so y'all believe that God is just sitting there with a clicker? Like 101, 102.
And didn't they wouldn't they have met their number by now? Like a few 100,000 people have died.
Right. So
didn't they meet their number?
My question was, growing up, when my mom took me to the Kingdom Hall, my question was, well, how do we know which one of us, if we're all saved and we're all members of this assembly, how do we know which one of us is going to heaven?
Oh, she married to a white dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their daughter Olympia is beautiful, growing up in her mother's image. She's teaching. She actually has her own accord already. She looks super dope in that dress, by the way.
See, I picked a good picture because Shiny was going to say, why you picked that picture?
So I was going to say you did pick a picture where she looked a little bit lighter than her normal self, but I'm just going to let you rock, J Black.
But a lot of people I saw on social media is upset about the whole people still upset people dating outside the race, and I don't get it, but I guess you love who you love.
And you match the energy of the person who you're with. She seems happy. I never hear anything about him doing nothing crazy or doing nothing strange out in these streets. So kudos to her.
She one of the women that, you know how women be talking trash to you, like, boy, you know you can't handle this. Like, if she said it to me, I'd be like, you right.
You feel a little intimidated with that?
Like, Mike, you
couldn't handle that, Mike?
She's like, you so cute, but you know you can't deal with what I'm bringing. I'm like, no, you're right. No, you absolutely right, girl.
Normally,
no,
women who are very strong out and leaders out everywhere else and in leadership positions, at home they're very passive and submissive. You know, you like that word, J Black, to their mates.
I love it.
To their mates. A lot of times they're very, very calm and they need that balance. They do, you know, they're in charge all the time. I tell people all the time, if you date me, like, I don't want to be in charge all the time. Like, I need someone who's strong, who's going to step in and say, you need to chill. I got this.
But my thing is,
Shawnee's speaking up on that one. What did you say, Shawnee? You always been in charge.
You don't want to be in charge?
No, when I get home, I need somebody else to be in charge. Yes. I don't want to be in charge all the time.
Notes, Mike, let me turn to my other
positions who are always the decision makers.
Where do I have my Shawnee notes? Hold on, let me
They need somebody who's going to quiet the noise for them at home. Seriously.
Let me add this to the Shawnee notes. Do not ask her to get married at a house party. If her mom doesn't come for the engagement ceremony, that does not mean she doesn't like you. And you can ask Shawnee multiple times, but she will tell you in conversation whether you should ask her hand in marriage. She will give you the hints. She said there will be obvious hints. And now
I'll flat out tell you, no, don't do it.
So now, and this is, she doesn't like to be in charge at home. She does not like to be in charge at home.
She let a man be a man. Then that's what I'm talking about, Shawn.
Oh boy, it does not emasculate you.
That's what I heard.
Don't do that. It just says that you have to balance out your mate, especially if you have a mate that's strong out here in these streets. As a woman, you need that man to say, all right, I got it from here. I know you've been driving all day. Let me drive you home. That's all.
I'm just saying, I meant, like, what y'all saying is very, very mature. And I'm talking about sex. Something might trigger. She turned into tennis arena and then I get swallowed up because I don't need, physically, I'm talking about in the bed. Physically, if I hit a good spot and she get aggressive, I'm done. Like I'm going wherever she want me to go in that bed. Like whatever. Like that'd be one of them things. She say roll over. I'm like whoa, but I don't know if I can stop it. Shawnee just don't like play. Okay, Leslie. Shawnee just don't like play. I don't know what that means. Don't like play.
That means I don't be playing with people. I don't be playing with people's emotions. Don't play with mine. I'm tell you straight forward. If you got answer, if you don't,
I was just talking about
something to do or you're not.
I wonder what Shawnee look like happy in a relationship. I wonder what she looks like happy. I want to see.
We've seen her happy in relationship.
I want to see. I never seen her in a relationship.
You should have seen her in New York.
Oh, y'all was holding hands walking down Times Square. Oh, okay, that's what I missed. All right, she was happy then.
I ain't never seen somebody smile like that. Stacy said, "Yup, hubby say sit your ass down. You doing too much." And then he kicks in. Okay, well, God bless.
Yeah, there you go.
God bless. All right. Well, learn something new every day from these independent. Hey, Claude, what's going on? Hey, good morning. Good morning, Claude. All right. So, I mean, that's good to know. That's good to know. I was just, Serena seems physically intimidating. I don't know that. Like, I don't see that white guy being able to handle that. But God bless, he must.
She might be a person to lay on her back and be very submissive. You never know.
But once you get excited, but if them calves get around you, just understand. It's over. Don't talk about girl. Wait a second. I think about you just hang in there. Just hang in there and just hold on to them shoulders and just hold on.
They've been married 5 years, going strong. Okay.
Don't even cuff under. Go on top like it's a ride. Just go and hang in there. Shawnee's looking like she don't give up this morning.
Was you trying to figure out their body counts? To Shawn, I had to move past that. He was trying to get y'all body counts. He wanted to know how many body counts the ladies had.
Nobody. I mean, Shawnee said a handful. I don't know. Body counts are overrated after a certain age.
It is
I don't
overrated. It's overrated.
That's how you get by, Mo. You just
Yeah.
who cares?
I don't
Like,
care if you had
you
I
need
mean,
to-
Overrated. Have you taken care of yourself? Let's go through your history.
you want this or not.
They always say it in football. If you play certain positions, you have to have a short memory. And after you hit like 34, like when you dating somebody, you have to have a short memory. You don't need to go back too far. You don't need to, like, I get it in your 20s. Like at 24, if you already got a horrific like serial killer body count, like that's different. Like you like because you in your 20s. But after 30 something, like everybody got a lengthy body count.
Kick
Like
them
everybody got
skeletons in the
something.
closet and lock the door.
So let's see if Tashambi was right with Mike's number. Let me go back to his comment. Here we go. He said, Mike, you had about 100 plus. Transparency.
Shawnee, 30.
He said, Shawnee 20-ish, Mo 30 plus.
Let me tell you something, Tashambi. I'm very stingy with my coochie points. Thank you very much, sir.
Now, I told you about the conversation I had with a female who hit me with she said I've only been with, I think she said like 38 people, and that caught me off guard. I was like, I don't think we should be having
38 a lot. Is 38 a lot?
Like I don't even know if it's a lot or not a lot, but I don't think
what's
you need to
considered a
tell
lot?
me that they were 38 different. Like your
penises up in you.
Yeah, like your vagina is a penis museum at that point. Like
I can't judge how somebody else drive their car, but I like to take care of mine because I want mine to be a classic later on. So low mileage, high maintenance, low mileage.
I stopped counting bodies at 16. Was getting too hard to. No, it doesn't.
Thanks for being honest, Rich.
Thanks for being honest, Rich. That's why husbands are shooting at your ass. You remember that one?
Oh,
remember that body, don't you?
He did talk about that, Rich.
He said my girlfriend's husband is tried to kill me. Like I was like, wow. I said that is absolutely amazing. All right, y'all. I got to get on out of here. We got like probably got like 4 or 5 more minutes. Great job, Sexy Mo. Allegedly, great job, Sexy Mo. That's beautiful. Good work. I don't know. We ain't got enough time to get into it, but there's an 11-year-old boy who in Canada. He got a charge because he was about to roll up on a school, and he said he had voices in his head saying he had to shoot another 11-year-old.
Oh wow!
I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Probably no taller than 5 feet appeared in court today. As he walked by his parents, he says hi to his mom, giving her a wave. Because of his age, we're not identifying the child. Today's court hearing was very brief. The judge asked the boy if he had any money to hire an attorney.
Does he have any money? Do you have any money?
No. The boy was arrested yesterday at Frontier Middle School after his mom noticed several kitchen knives missing. Court documents say police intercepted the boy and he was detained. When Vancouver police and school staff patted the boy down, prosecutors say a .22 caliber semi-automatic handgun was found and 2 loaded magazines. During an interview, the boy told detectives that a voice in his head was telling him to kill an 11-year-old student who reportedly called the suspect's friend gay. The suspect claimed he wanted to stop the other student from bullying his friend. The boy told police that he only wanted to shoot the student in the arm and then planned to shoot himself in the head. Police call the case alarming. The incident forced Frontier Middle School and Pioneer Elementary School into lockdown for 2 hours. Detectives say the boy acted with premeditated intent to cause the death of another student, but right now prosecutors are only charging him with attempted first-degree assault in a case that alarms so many parents.
So much to unpack.
No, that's a lot. Like the fact that he, I did bring one thing out. The fact that he said he just want to shoot him in the arm. He'll never be a cop in America. But
well, he said shoot him in the arm, and then he wanted to take his own life. He wanted to shoot himself in the head. So that just goes to show you that he doesn't understand the ramifications or the consequences that came with, or even was able to unpack the logic in that.
Bullying is real. You can't. Shawnee was talking about that earlier. Bullying is such a real deal.
All right, but we're not gonna skip over the voices in his head.
That's what the mental part.
The voices in his head, and but he was organized enough to bring extra artillery. So that he was organized to do that.
And the poor little thing, he walked in the court, waved at his mom. That's what got me. It's like he don't even realize.
No, he doesn't understand. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. From you want to get him help. Obviously, right? That's the goal. He should be getting help, not getting charged.
Well, just thank God he didn't get to act out everything that he was.
Good boy, but he was gonna protect his friend.
Yeah.
My friend.
That's why you don't talk about people. You can't bully. You never know what's going on and who they squad is.
Jay said you can't talk about people after we just got done allegedly.
Well, I'm talking about outright being intentionally bullying and
thank you, Afro
trying
Queen.
to hurt people.
Thank you, Afro Queen. This is what I'm talking about, the
way.
gift and the curse of having these weapons in the community. We know mental health. We know what mental health is and how serious it is.
But the mom was on it. She did her duty of care. She reported it.
She ain't do her duty of care because he still got a gun. But I'm saying guns in general, this is the gift and the curse.
Yeah.
We know
in school with the extra clips, Jay.
Yeah, he got the extra. Where he get the extra clips from? Where he go and purchase that? If I was a judge, I said you ain't got no money for a lawyer, but you got money to get where you get these clips from? Jay was
and then the judge asked him, "Do you have some money, girl?" You know this. I guess maybe she had to ask the little boy.
Yeah, I guess those are the standard questions.
Why would he ask this little boy this? You know, he ain't got.
To answer to Shawn, I think most parents would want to protect their kids and try to get them help. I don't know if they'll go ahead and try to get their kid locked up. So I don't know, but I could be wrong.
If I find out my kid is going to a school with a gun, I probably do have to call because the fact that she called is why he didn't get the murder. He got the assault.
She reported and wanted to get him help. So I'm thinking not even letting them go to school, but if she just noticed it, wait, I don't see all these and then there's like her alert. I'm going to pick you up out of school. I'm going to see what's going on too, but I'm going to get my kid help. I don't know if I'm going to go right to locking them up because I don't think that's the answer. And then now you're going to be.
Well, it might have been too late. She called the cops because she was like, he on his way, and I can't get to him. Also, how does he know how to use the weapons? There's a whole bunch of questions.
YouTube show you a lot, especially at 11.
Crazy. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here early, so I apologize. We got to end the show early. We will be back here tomorrow morning. If Jay Black or Shawn, if you receive a collect call from me, make sure you answer it. That's all I'm saying.
They still do that when you accept this collect call. Jay, I need help. I need bail money.
Just make sure you accept the collect call. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that, and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So please enjoy every minute, enjoy every second. You fight for everything in life, likes and views, and you fight for parking spots and all types of stuff. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. It's Michael, Shawn, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, and Sexy Mode. Thank you so much, Tam, and we will see y'all tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.